Welcome to this short demonstration for graduate research students close to submitting their thesis for examination. Before we get started, did you know that Monash Graduate Education also make available to students a preliminary pages template for your thesis? This template provides examples of where you should insert the copyright notices, abstract, declaration, and so on. Students are encouraged to use the template located on the thesis preparation website when preparing to submit their thesis. Our web pages also have loads of useful resources for students preparing to submit. To start your thesis submission, click on the large green icon called Start Thesis Submission. You have now entered the thesis submission portal. Students are required to complete Step 1 before initiating their submission. To begin, click Begin Author Agreement. Once you enter the author agreement, you are required to answer a series of questions relating to your thesis and archival preference. Discussing if an embargo is necessary for your thesis with your supervisor is an important pre-submission requirement. So remember to discuss this at your pre-submission meeting. You are also required to confirm how you would like your thesis archived upon course completion. For example, if you tick yes, you are confirming that your thesis can be made available to the public. This is known as open access. More information about access conditions is available on the Library Research Repository website. Copyright is an important aspect of all research theses. In this section, all students must provide a complete list of their copyright material and information pertaining to permissions. This step-by-step user-friendly page can be edited, saved, and updated as often as you like. In fact, we encourage all research students to use this as the primary source for recording your copyright. You can save this page and visit it as often as you like. Once you are confident that all copyright has been recorded accurately and you are ready to submit your thesis, simply click the Finalise button. Don't worry if you accidentally click the Finalise button and you are not ready to submit. A message will pop up asking you to confirm you are indeed ready to submit. Congratulations, you have now completed Step 1. Click the Initiate Thesis Submission icon to begin Step 2. Next, you will see a short checklist which is to ensure you have met all the submission requirements before you submit. You will not be able to progress until you've answered yes to all these questions. It is important that you take this step seriously, as once you submit, you cannot change your responses or reattach a new PDF. Now that you have answered yes to all the pre-submission questions, you can begin your thesis submission. Some fields will be pre-populated for you. Again, it is important to note that you will need to have the following ready for submission: your Monash student ID number, and be ready to update any personal details such as an alternate email address. Enter your final thesis title and provide a 100-word thesis summary. This summary will be used at graduation and is published in the graduation booklet. So remember, it needs to describe your research in language that can be understood by the general public. Next, you will select your research specialisation. If you like, you can also view these ahead of submission by visiting the thesis submission webpage. And last, but most importantly, you must attach your final PDF thesis, ready to be dispatched to your examiners. Once you have filled in all the necessary fields, you simply click the Initiate Thesis Submission button in the bottom right-hand corner. And that is it. You have now completed your online thesis submission. Once again, you'll return to the home page and see that the submission will now progress to your supervisor. You will also receive an email notification. Your supervisor will receive an email with a link to view your thesis submission and complete Step 3. The statement by supervisor is a compulsory step that requires the supervisor to respond to a series of questions or statements about your research degree. Next, your supervisor will provide the details of your nominated examiners and the submission will workflow to the graduate coordinator for endorsement. Once endorsed and processed by the Thesis examinations team, you will receive an email that your thesis submission has been processed and being prepared for dispatch to examiners. We hope you found this presentation useful and encourage you to visit the website for further information. Good luck, and we look forward to receiving your thesis